Former President Donald Trump is waking up in Milwaukee less than 48 hours following an assassination attempt. Trump is set to appear on stage for the Republican National Convention, and that's starting today. In a post on Truth Social, Trump says he was going to delay his trip to Wisconsin, but said he, quote, decided that I cannot allow a shooter or potential assassin to force change to our schedule or anything else. Trump is expected to give his nomination acceptance speech on Thursday. We're also expected to hear his VP pick. And what you're taking a look at is live from Milwaukee this morning as Republicans from all across the nation, including some of our South Carolina leaders, are getting ready for the start of that convention. We, of course, will be going in depth on that in just a moment. But first, President Biden and former President Donald Trump are calling for unity in the wake of this weekend's shooting. Here's what we know this morning about that assassination attempt. This video playing all over the world since Saturday. The shooting happened at a Trump rally in western Pennsylvania, not too far from Pittsburgh. Trump was shot in the ear and rushed off the stage to safety with blood on his face. The gunman, who's now been identified as 20-year-old Thomas Crooks, was shot and killed by Secret Service. He was found on a rooftop about 150 yards away from that stage. Investigators are saying he used an AR-style rifle that was legally purchased by his father. They are currently looking into his background for a potential motive. 50-year-old Corey Competor was shot and killed while sitting in the crowd during Trump's rally, and also 2 others were seriously hurt, but they are in stable condition this morning. We're also hearing from people who were at that rally when those shots were fired. Take a listen.
It was very surreal. He had his thing up. He was talking about immigration, and we were just listening to everything he was saying, and then we heard gunshots. At first, I wasn't even really sure that was what was happening. It sounded like it was coming from the left of where I was. And then Secret Service was shooting back, and then they got him to get behind the podium. You know, Trump, they got him down on the ground.
Well, last year, Donald Trump was here in the upstate for a campaign rally in Pickens. Many of you might remember this. The police chief there says this shooting isn't only about the president's safety, but also the safety of you, the voters.
This is not just singularly about a former president, now presidential candidate. It's about the other individuals there and our whole society. No one needs to be in fear for attending political events. These are events of ideas and philosophies, and oftentimes differing, oftentimes clashing, but it should remain words and rhetoric and things often settled in the courts, but not with the violence, specifically with a firearm.
Well, President Biden is also addressing the nation, speaking out against political violence. John Decker with our D.C. team has the latest from the White House. And as we mentioned, this all comes as Republicans from around the nation are gathering in Milwaukee for that GOP convention. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is set to speak tomorrow. It's a highly anticipated speech as Haley was the last major challenger in this year's GOP primary. Haley originally was not invited to the convention but told her delegates to vote for Trump as they call for party unity. And here in the upstate, Greenville GOP chairwoman Yvonne Julian is also in Milwaukee for that convention. She's saying people are more energized than ever, making her proud to represent Greenville.
We just want to keep fighting. I mean, that's how we're feeling. We are not going to be deterred, you know, and people will still go to rallies. We'll still keep that MAGA spirit, you know. So representing Greenville, I mean, I had a T-shirt made for all the people who voted for us to become delegates, because it's a lifetime. It's not a dream for most of us because we're grassroots people. This was something 5 years ago I would have had no idea about. But to be here representing, to be able to vote for South Carolina, I mean, I'm looking forward to that. Just very proud and very grateful to the people who, you know, are back home, you know, who are basically made this possible.
And we, of course, will be bringing you extended coverage of the Republican National Convention all week long with our D.C. team in Milwaukee. We're also staying on top of the latest on that rally shooting and reactions coming in, so stay with us all morning long until 10 and stay connected through the free Fox Carolina News app. All you have to do is scan that QR code right there on your screen, or you can search for us in the App Store or Google Play.